I am going to create myself as a human koi pond. I have done this before, well, not on me. I did it for my friends, asked me to paint their driveway as a koi pond, so I'm kind of going on that as an inspiration, and I'm also using a reference photo. So I'm kind of going with more of a painterly graphic effect instead of a realistic effect. I think that'll be cooler. And also, if you've been watching these, then you know that I've been working with my very well-loved Mayron Basic palette, but for Christmas, I got the Mayron Super Mondo palette. So now, you know that I've been working with just like the 6 basic colors. We've got some options. So I have some in-between tones, and instead of mixing them all from scratch, now I can start with a wider variety of colors, which means I can mix a wider variety of colors without having to like do a whole chemistry thing. So I'm very excited to start this video and see how it turns out and crack into this beautiful palette. So let's see what happens, and I'll catch you. In this video, I decided to show you my sketching process. Remember, after you get it sketched out, which is the hardest part, it's just to color by numbers. Then you can do it. My favorite thing about this type of painting is if you mess it up in any way, all you have to do is get some water and erase it and try again. I'm going to show you a close-up process on this koi fish. What I like to do first is get in his base color, the medium tone that his body is, then go back with and shade in with the slightly darker colors, build the darker on top of it, and once you have that sketched in, you can blend it out like that. Mix them together. These colors never completely dry, so you can always go back and mix. And keep layering, then we can go in with the details, get some shine. It doesn't have to be exact, because again, we're not doing a super macro shot of this fish, and it's kind of artistic. So I just want to get the idea of where the scales will be and how reflective he is. Go and add his little fins in, give him that texture. I'm also using black lines to really give you the idea of where he is. It's going to be a more graphic piece. If you were doing realism, I would not use the black in this way. Now that we got that on the table, I'm going to go ahead and start the shading process with some light orange. He's not orange everywhere, he has orange speckles, and I'm going to shade it in with red. I also went in with some grays to really show that he is a round 3D fish and not a flat piece of paper. Starting our lily pad, I went with a bunch of different shades of green and kind of blended them into each other in different patterns. Every lily pad is unique. There's ones with red, yellow, green, so you can really have fun with this part of the painting. I'm filling in my flowers by shading the base of the petals where it'll be the darkest, giving it the middle, and then adding in and blending out to like a white outside leaf and using lighter pinker colors in between. Now I'm coming back with my black lines to really define the look. I pretty much repeated the same process on this flower. I just used a slightly different color to kind of make it a different tone of flower, so they're not exactly the same, because really no two flowers or anything in nature are exactly the same. The way I've created this look, the water is more graphic, and I'm doing color blocks of different shades of blue. I want the light ones to be next to dark ones, and not next to each other to really mix up the way this looks. Sometimes I find that the darker blue body paint is a little patchy, so I have to go back after I film and really fill in the colors. You could also use a matte eyeshadow to do that, or if you want to make it shimmery, use some sparkly eyeshadows and mix it up. I'm going in again with the black lines to really separate the space and give it that graphic comic book look. Definitely thought I was done, but forgot to paint my shoulder, so we fixed that and pose. It's time for our fishies to swim away, but if you want to stay and see more, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment about what kind of videos you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching!